Despite the fact that everybody is all happy, smiling in LA, the season's starting up soon, everyone's happy with the new head coach, JJ Redick, for the Los Angeles Lakers. There's still one thing that this team needs to fix this preseason, and hopefully that's going to happen tonight against the Golden State Warriors. Welcome to Lakers Digest. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, and we cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. We have the fourth preseason game today against the Golden State Warriors at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so 7 o'clock if you're up there on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. We are only now 1 week away from actual NBA basketball. The Los Angeles Lakers' first preseason game against the Minnesota Timberwolves on October 22nd. So if you have not already, guys, stop what you're doing. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you keep up with everything we got going on here. Again, just a handful of preseason games left, but we cover everything here, and we're getting you amped up. I'm getting amped up for the regular season. You better be too, as we talk about today's topic of the video, which is the Lakers and that they need to fix this. And it is their three-point percentage so far through 3 games. So JJ Redick, he made a funny little quote saying that he wants the Lakers to shoot 53s a game. Realistically, that's not going to happen. That is an extreme number. It would be by far and away the most amount of threes any team has shot in the history or per game in the history of the NBA. So that's not going to happen, guys. He was over-exaggerating to the point that he just wants the Lakers to shoot more threes. And this is something that the Lakers should do. They were 8th in three-point percentage in the NBA last year. Guys, no one wants to admit it, but they were a bottom 5 team in three-point attempts. So that tells you that while they didn't shoot many threes, they were really efficient. And we talk about this Lakers team and how they are running back virtually the same roster as they had a season ago, which means that they have the same players that are just as capable of shooting a higher percentage. So you hope that JJ Redick can get this team to shoot more threes and get more guys to buy in. One of the guys who is expected to be one of the best shooters on the team is Austin Reaves. He did not play in the last game against the Milwaukee Bucks, dealing with a sore ankle, they're calling it, but could be seeing him in this game against Golden State. And JJ Redick, about his status, yesterday said that I would probably describe him as day-to-day, as he is TBD for Tuesday's game. We hope that soreness and any residual swelling from doing some stuff today on the court has dissipated. So, in non-scientific or medical terms, Austin Reaves' status is still up in the air, and we're not 100% sure if he's going to play against Golden State. Now, if he's still feeling some kind of soreness, I don't expect him to play. If he feels pretty good to go out there, maybe he's on a minutes restriction, but he is somebody who actually has not shot the ball well at all these first 2 preseason games that he has played in. So he's someone who I think needs a get-back game, and maybe that'll be against the Golden State Warriors. We know that the Warriors, historically, they have the greatest shooter to ever walk the face of the earth in Steph Curry. They had the Splash Bros. I mean, RIP. It's going to be really weird to see Klay Thompson in a Dallas uniform this year, but they still got a lot of guys that can shoot the ball. Buddy Hield, they just got there, so a lot of guys can shoot the rock there in Golden State, and so if the Lakers want to go band for band with shooting, they're going to have to be efficient while doing it. They have the guys to do it. I just want to see the Lakers as a team just shoot the ball much better than they have, so people can shut up about them and keep trying to run with the narrative that's not true, that the Lakers aren't a good shooting team. In fact, this is probably the best shooting team that the Lakers have had in years, quite frankly, and they just drafted a guy in Dalton Connect who is a shooter. So they only improved in that department. They have, realistically, they could have about 5 to 7 guys who can shoot at least 30 or 38% from 3 this season. I mean, Austin Reaves is one of them. D'Angelo Russell almost definitely will be one. LeBron shot a higher percentage from 3 than Steph Curry did last year. Not saying he's a better shooter, but he shot a higher percentage from 3. He shot over 40%. So did Rui Hachimura. Max Christie's someone who can shoot at least 37, 38% from 3, if not maybe even higher. So can Gabe Vincent. So all these guys are more than capable shooters for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, Dalton Connect, who knows? He could be someone that shoots very efficiently as a rookie as well. So they have, again, 7 to 8 guys that can realistically shoot at least 37%, which most teams in the NBA can't say that. So the Los Angeles Lakers, they have the bodies, they got the soldiers, they got the troops to do it. But I do want to see them as a team have a nice get-back game here and shoot the ball a lot better. So my next point here that I want to talk about, I'm gonna ride the train a little bit here, and it's gonna be Quincy Olivari, or I'm giving him the nickname Schoolboy Q. If you guys are from the West Coast, you like hip hop music, like Schoolboy Q, he's a real one. That's someone I grew up listening to. Still puts out some good music today. Schoolboy Q is Quincy Olivari's nickname. I'm claiming it first here on Lakers Digest. You guys can spread that to any form of Lakers media, Laker Twitter, X. I don't care what you call it. Help spread my gospel. Schoolboy Q is going to be Quincy Olivari's nickname. I'm giving it to him now. You heard it here first. The dude is an absolute baller. He is a dog, just like the rapper, and he is someone who absolutely gets after it. Someone who takes the absolute most advantage out of his opportunities given. And I want to see some more action from Schoolboy Q. I want to see him get out in the court there and be a dog, because I know the Lakers, they have 3 guys who are signed to 2-way deals. They can only sign 3 guys, but I think they got to be a little careful. Christian Coloco probably is going to be one of them. Colin Castleton has not looked good. And I can't not pronounce his name for the life of him. Alamore, no, I'm not saying that right. Allure, the French big man that the Lakers have from France, he is the other guy. So, to me, Olivari is already shown more than all 3 of those guys have. And the Lakers need guard help still, because I like what they have now with Austin Reaves, D'Angelo Russell. I mean, essentially LeBron is a point guard out there too. Dalton Connect, Christie, Gabe Vincent, but they don't have a whole lot of creators. Like, if one of those guys goes down, who's going to come in and create? Because Jalen Hood-Schifino, up to this point, has not shown it. Bronny James, up to this point, has not shown it. So, there's an argument that if JJ Redick wants to have his guards press up full court and play some tough defense, like he credited Olivari for doing in the last game against the Bucks, and to be able to come in there, be a pest, 94 feet, and hit big shots, he's done it. He's a more experienced player. He spent 5 years in college, 4 years at Rice, his last season at Xavier, so in the Big East, much better competition there. On top of that as well, had a 46-point game at Xavier as well, or 43 points, at Xavier. So this is a guy that can really light it up. He's known to do it. He took advantage of his opportunity with Lakers, and I'm excited to see more of him. I'm not saying, guys, that he's going to be this absolute superstar for the Lakers. Don't misquote me on this, but they have a history of hitting on late first round, day 2, even undrafted free agents like Austin Reaves. So the Lakers scouting department has never failed them. Jesse Buss has done a phenomenal job running it, and he potentially could be someone that will spend some time in South Bay with the South Bay Lakers, a G League team, or maybe, who knows, right? It's an 82-game season. Sometimes your number gets called when you least expect it. You just got to be ready when it does, and Quincy Olivari very well might be that guy, and he was really the only Laker that shot well from 3 in the last game against the Milwaukee Bucks. So that brings up our final points here. What are some other things we want to see against the Golden State Warriors? For one, Max Christie getting the start over Austin Reaves. I wonder if that continues if Reaves is hurt. He's not going to start over him if he's healthy, but if Austin Reaves is hurt, it seems like Max Christie is the guy that JJ Redick looked to first. I am curious to see if that will be a trend, and we'll continue to see more Max Christie in this preseason and see him continue to develop, because, testing the lineups and stuff like that is pretty interesting. So I'm curious to see that. Always fun to see LeBron James and Steph Curry go at it, no matter what the capacity is. Now, they've played in much bigger atmospheres, multiple NBA Finals matchups against each other. They just played for Team USA. They were probably the 2 best players on that team. So they've had much bigger battles and been now teammates in much bigger situations. But, it's a preseason. These guys are competitive. It's always fun when they're out there on the court together. So that's one thing. I also just want to see how these last couple of rotation spots really solidify itself. JJ Redick has been on record saying he wants a 9-man rotation. If he's going to get that, is it Dalton Connect? Is it Cam Reddish? Who is ultimately going to be fighting for that spot? Jared Vanderbilt, how does he come into the equation? They're definitely getting some more positive news on him, and he might be back sooner than later for the Los Angeles Lakers, which is a big update, and we talked about that in our previous video, so definitely be sure to check it out. My co-host Okechi Opakama did a great job covering that. But again, guys, preseason game, Los Angeles Lakers, 7 p.m. Pacific time, or if you're on the East Coast like me, 10 p.m. East Coast time. for this game. We'll definitely keep you up to date. We'll definitely give you a recap of that game as well, as we've been doing here at Lakers Digest. We cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers, so subscribe if you haven't, guys. Leave a comment down below as well. Let us know what you think of the videos. We encourage open dialogue. We try to comment and respond to all of your if, ands, and abouts about the Los Angeles Lakers. And I promise you guys, we ain't slacking here. The Los Angeles Lakers are ramping it up. And we're ramping it up here too on Lakers Digest.